You are listening to the Love and Confidence podcast, and this is episode number 100. Yay! Welcome to the Love and Confidence podcast. If you're a woman who wants to feel more irresistible, have more fun, and create deeper and more authentic connections, this podcast is for you. I am your host, Certified Life Coach Lærke Nielsen, and I help you become the best and most confident version of yourself so you can attract the love life you desire. Let's get started. Hey ladies, episode number 100. It's time for a celebration. And also, I just checked the downloads. There is more than 111,000 downloads. This is all thanks to you listeners. So I want to start by thanking you for listening. I know some of you have been with me from the very beginning, and I always feel super grateful when someone tells me that they enjoy the content and they find it useful, because I normally don't have the direct contact with you listeners. But that is going to change, because as some of you know, on Spotify you can leave a comment and I can answer. And I'm planning to be much more active over there, so I would love it if you share your feedback with me over on Spotify. Under each of the episodes, you can put a little comment or question, and I will go over there and check what's going on. So if you want to chat with me, you can do it over there on Spotify. So I have been thinking about what to do with episode number 100, as I think this calls for something special, right? So I thought about, why not do 100 dating tips to celebrate 100 episodes? And then I thought, oh no, that's too much. This is going to be way too long, way too heavy, and also way too much work. But then I thought, I can just do 100 short dating tips. I can just put something together. It's not going to take more than an hour. And then I decided to do that. And of course, it took me much more than an hour. But then I was already feeling excited about it, and I thought it was so much fun to do a different kind of episode. So I decided to come up with 100 short tips, and most of them are serious, but some of them are more for fun. Some of them are a bit silly, and I have to warn you, some of them have a bit of the dark sense of humor that I also like, and it might sound a little bit cynical, but I hope you don't take offense of that. It's all meant to make you laugh and see the dating journey in a more light and fun way. And I'm always very serious on the podcast. I don't do a lot of silly things, so I thought, why not do a celebration episode that's a little bit different than what I normally do? So that's what I'm going to offer you today. 100 tips on dating. But before I start that, I have a little surprise for you. I did something new recently. I created a quiz. And it's a quiz that allows you to test yourself. More precisely, it allows you to test your love confidence. It has 33 questions that cover the topic of self-confidence from different angles, but all related to dating and relationships. Now, this reflects not only your confidence, it's also a measure of how secure you are in your love life, how much you believe in your own value as a partner, and how true you are to yourself and what you desire and want. It's about what you're willing to tolerate and what you don't tolerate in your love life, and how much you worry that a man is going to lose interest and potentially leave you. And it's also about how grounded you are in the rest of your life, everything outside of dating that bring you energy and purpose, especially when dating can be a roller coaster. I am very excited about this quiz, as I think it covers some of the most typical scenarios in dating and relationships, and the result you get is a score on a scale of 1 to 10. And this quiz will be published today, so you can go and test yourself already now. And you can find the quiz on my website, of course, but I'll also put a link in the show notes so you can access it there. This test can also be used to identify areas of growth where you can benefit from working on yourself. Is it scientific, you might ask? And the answer is, of course, not really. I mean, none of these kinds of tests are actually scientific. They are all based on self-assessment and the creator's choice of questions. But I do think, as I have included 33 questions and they all cover different aspects of confidence and feeling secure, I do think that the result will give an indication of how much you can benefit from growing your confidence. And here is what I do think justifies using a test like this. And that is, if you answer completely honestly on this test, and then you put it aside and you go work on your love confidence for, let's say, a month or two, and then you go back and you do the test again, and you answer it completely honestly again, then you can use the difference between those two results as a clear sign of your growth. You can measure a growth result. And that in itself is something that makes me excited. I know I'm a bit nerdy on that point, but I really like when we can measure a result, when we can see that it pays off to do this work, because that is just super motivating for the continued growth. So go and test your love confidence score and let me know what you got. Okay, so here it is, the 100 tips on dating and love, celebration edition. Choose to love yourself every day. And yes, it is a choice. Be intentional. Know what you're looking for or you will never find it. This is true for car keys as well as for men. Be courageous. Get yourself out there on dates. Show your true self to the world. Don't switch off your brain just because a guy is hot. Hotness is just not enough when real life happens. Try to be kind to men unless there's a really good reason not to. Be yourself. You might as well, because the truth will come out eventually. Don't put yourself down in front of a man that you are dating. In fact, don't ever put yourself down. Be patient. Most of the things you need to know about a man and the relationship that you can create together takes time to get to know. Make sure you have fun on the way. Be discerning and be okay with not everyone liking you. That was never the goal, and you don't like everyone either. Don't be attached to a certain outcome. Trust that what is meant for you will stay with you. Always try to have fun on dates. Rock the boat, make a joke or a funny comment, and then choose to love yourself some more. Ask him questions that make him feel something positive, like, what was the highlight of your week? What are you passionate about at the moment? Or what are you looking forward to? It's so much more fun for you to listen to his answers to this than hearing him talk about his tax declaration or bathroom tiles. Live your best life, no matter your relationship status. Challenge yourself to grow and create pockets of joy every single day. Go out with friends, prioritize it, take the time. Be approachable and open to connect when you're out. Be visible. Wear a funny hat if you like, but don't hide in a corner looking down on your phone. Dare to be vulnerable from time to time, but don't share your childhood trauma on the first date. Dare to say no, without a reason or validation. Just no. Dare to say yes, even to a man that could break your heart eventually. Take good care of your body. Exercise, eat and sleep. You feel better and your brain will thank you. Be open to new people, but also to those you think you already know, because we never really know someone, and that's what makes relationships so deeply interesting. Be curious, all the time. It's not true what they said. It didn't kill the cat, and who cares anyway? You are not a cat. Be present. That in itself is a present, and it's a big one, if I may say so. Give compliments when you notice something you like about a man. Show appreciation, but don't be weird and over the top about it. Evaluate your dating from time to time. Course correct. Take your time, you are not in a hurry. Make eye contact with strangers. and with the man that you want a date with. Don't underestimate the power of your natural smile. It's the best outfit you can wear. Be committed to yourself and your values and goals. Trust your gut feeling. It's there for a reason. Ask questions, but don't cross-examine. Listen to understand what kind of person he is. Remember, you are collecting data. Speak your truth, but choose kind and clear communication. Share your opinions. He wants to know you and he wants to know what's inside your mind. Receive with joy. You deserve it. Never forget that you are worthy and lovable just as you are. Get comfortable leaving your home on a cold and rainy Monday night to go meet a stranger from the internet in a bar. It could be the love of your life. Or it could be a complete loser with bad breath. You never know, and that's the fun of it. Be compassionate with yourself. You're a human being in the arena trying your best. Don't believe it when your brain tells you that you will be alone forever or that you are not attractive enough to find love. Also, don't believe it when your brain tells you that there are no good men out there. Be proud to show up for your future love life. Spoil yourself with a nice pair of shoes. You deserve it. Honor your boundaries. Remember, no decent man wants a woman who says yes to everything. When a man tells you he's not ready for a commitment, believe him. Don't spend more than 10 minutes twice a day on the apps. Only open the apps when you're in an abundant mindset of possibility. Remember, new and interesting men join the apps every single day. Be willing to be wrong about your negative thoughts about men, dating, and yourself. Be willing to be surprised about a date. Be resilient. Dating has ups and downs just like everything else in life, and you don't always get an explanation. Be consistent and continue exploring new connections even if you were not attracted on the first date. Be open to possibility every time you leave your home. You could literally meet the love of your life on the next corner. Don't let fear of heartbreak stop you from finding love. Don't let fear of settling keep you discarding men before you get to know them. Sometimes love comes in a completely different package than you expected, and he's wearing really ugly shoes. Practice noticing at least 3 things you like about every man you meet, not only in dating. Don't be scared of interrupting a man if he talks about himself the whole evening, or if he's a gastroenterologist and he can't stop talking about work. Be on time on dates and don't lie about your age. Be kind to waiters and check that he is too. Never forget that attraction alone does not make a healthy relationship. Decide ahead of time when you want to end the date and communicate that. Never talk about your ex on the first date, and if he asks, keep it short and factual. Remember, there will always be someone younger in the room, potentially wearing a crop top, but there's only one person who knows how to be you. Avoid profiles with only landscape photos or photos of his feet. This man is most likely married. If a man tells you he's confused, he's not into you. If a man is always too busy for dates, he's not into you. If a man keeps canceling dates and coming up with bad excuses like a dog ate his car keys and there was a plane crash in his backyard, he's not into you. Love yourself some more again. Be there for yourself. Cheer for yourself. Lift yourself up when you are down. And be the one person you can always count on. Don't take it all too seriously. Think of dating as just a fun game. Don't be scared of rejection. Trust that you are being protected. You just don't know from what. Be clear on what kind of person you're looking for and the life he chooses to live. Be clear on what your deal breakers are. Things that are a no-go, like he's smoking, he's tattooed in the face, he has a snake as a pet, he's been out of work for 5 years and he doesn't want a job. Don't believe your brain when it tells you that you don't have time for dating. How will you have time for a relationship if you don't even have time for dating? Never mother a man. Don't do everything for him. Cook, clean, do the laundry, pay the bills, or write his job applications. It's comfy and nice, but it kills attraction and it drains your energy. Be aware that some men's ultimate dream is to invite you over on WhatsApp so you can chat forever without paying a subscription and without ever meeting each other. Don't lie to him and tell him you love a full day of fly fishing or that you want to go camping just because you want to make an impression on him. If in reality you are a city girl who prefers luxury hotels, galleries, and modern dance shows. First impressions don't always last. They just don't. Don't try to be everyone's cup of tea. Instead, be someone's champagne. Enjoy the journey. Before you know it, you are trapped in a committed relationship for the rest of your life. Have fun, sleep diagonally in your bed, wear a pyjama and drink coffee all day. Go to a nightclub and get drunk with your girlfriends who are also in their 50s and enjoy only having yourself to answer to. Try to learn something new from all your dates, about yourself and how you react in different situations, about what you like in a man and about how to communicate. Dating is a great way to develop yourself, if nothing else. Focus less on what a man thinks of you and more on what you think of him and how it feels to be on a date with him, how he treats you on the date and how he treats you in between the dates. Never pretend that everything is fine when it's not. He will sense it and you will be resentful. Even if it feels scary to speak up, do it. Look at his actions, not only his words. It's easy to say the right things, less easy to take action. Don't judge a man because he has a Velcro wallet. It could be a gift from his mom. Don't date from potential and the idea that he can change and become the man you are looking for. Always date someone you like as they are now, today. Be wary of men wearing socks in their sandals and pushing a pulled door. Never chase a man, no matter how hot and attractive he is. Never try to convince a man of your worth. Never try to win someone over if they are willing to lose you. Believe so strongly and deeply in your worth and lovability that you only allow men who offer you kindness, respect, and consistent communication to enter your life. Don't expect 100% certainty in a relationship. There's never any guarantees when humans are involved. The only thing that is certain is that we are all gonna die one day, and you want to make sure you had the most possible fun, that you have loved as deeply and passionate as possible, and that you had never held yourself back from love. Take notes from the apps and on dates so you remember the names of the men you are dating and what you talked about last time. Don't call yourself fat if he is fatter, but just don't call yourself fat at all. Avoid a man who plays the air guitar. He most likely will also think that an air kiss is a real kiss. Know your wants and needs, but also know what your partner or dating connection wants and needs. Don't tell yourself you look old. You are not getting any younger, and in 10 years you will look back longing for the way you look today. So enjoy it now. Avoid men who smell bad and talk constantly about their ex or cryptocurrency. And tip number 100. If you think this is all too much, then ditch the rules. Be a rebel, but most importantly, be yourself. Thank you for listening today, and don't forget, you are loved, you are worthy, and you are important in this world. Have a wonderful week. If you like what you're hearing on this podcast and you want to get support from a coach on your love journey, I invite you to book a free consult call with me. You will find the link in the show notes. And also, don't forget to subscribe, and I would love it if you would rate and review this podcast, and then you'll also help other women find it.